Today we are going to talk about how to book the Wi-Fi for a Princess cruise, as well as why it is super important to know what your loyalty status is with that, and some updates. Also, what's going on in the port there of San Antonio and Valparaiso in Chile. We've got fun updates from the Sky Princess. Great news for that blue lane. Also, we're going to talk about that 18% gratuity, as they love to call it, that has been added to specialty dining on Princess, and lots more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Saturday, it's January 20th of 2023, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? We would love to have you with us, and I think that you will love being part of our amazing community here. Also, if you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? That really helps us as well, so thank you very much. So welcome to everyone who is new. We talk about Princess a lot here, but we do talk about the other cruise lines quite a bit, as well as all of the travel that goes along with cruising. So welcome. Now, and thank you to all of you who have been with us. Also, let's start at the top here with what is going on with the Wi-Fi. Yesterday, I told you about the Wi-Fi increase that's going to go into effect January 22nd. If you haven't looked at your calendar yet, that's Monday. So if you want to book the Wi-Fi at the old rate, you need to do it either today, Saturday, or tomorrow. And you can call Princess to do that. The only other way you can do it is using your app. It is not available in the cruise personalizer or anywhere else. If you want to book Wi-Fi for your cruise, you do it in the app. So the way you do that, you log into the app, it brings you to that main page there. It tells you how many days at the top until you get to until your cruise starts. Scroll down on that very page. On that very page at the bottom is where you click to book the Medallion Net, the Wi-Fi on board the ship. Now, the reason that it is so important to know your loyalty status is right now for a whole lot of people, loyalty is not working on the app. I've got countless people who have either shared with me, people that have booked cruises through me, that their loyalty level is showing as blue, as a very first-time cruiser. But if you are Platinum or Elite, you get that Wi-Fi for half off. That's not working in the app. That means that you have to call Princess in order to do that. I actually spent 2 hours on the phone today, as well as being disconnected several times yesterday, and I'm not kidding about the 2 hours of calling to add the Wi-Fi to some cruises for one of our Let's Go family members, and just to one cruise for another Let's Go family member. First of all, he says you can't do that. I said, yeah, I can do that. And so then he is gone for like 20 minutes. I'm on hold. Then he comes back and says, no, you can only add Wi-Fi at the discounted rate for Platinum or Elite members once you're on board the ship. I said, nope, whoever told you that is mistaken. Can I please talk to them? And he's like, well, it was over the chat. And I said, well, I know you can do it. Can you please find out how? So after about half an hour, he came back and told me that he figured out how to do it, the code to add. And that code to add is not something that your travel agent can do. They have to call Princess. So the reason that I'm telling you this is, first of all, know that they can do that before you go on your cruise, okay? And the second thing is make sure you know that if you're Platinum or Elite, you get that Wi-Fi for half off. So there's my whole story, and I'm telling you that so that you are informed. And if you want to get that Wi-Fi added to your cruise before you go, and you've got that loyalty level, when you call, don't let them tell you that you can't. Because if you book it before you go on your cruise in the app, and then you go, you're going to have to go to guest services when you get on board and let them know that you paid double because you get it for half off. You're going to have to go through this process of that might try your patience with getting them to give that half back, and then it's going to go on your account as a shipboard credit. If you don't use it, you're going to have to wait for a check to come in the mail. So it is so much easier to do it before you go. Alrighty, so that's really important. Now let's talk for just a minute what's going on in the port of San Antonio there in Valparaiso. They're not that far apart. They're right there, reasonably close together on the coast there of Chile. The Sapphire Princess was due to go out of the port of San Antonio, if I haven't flip-flops around in my mind. Due to weather, the port officials there told Princess, go to this other port. So everyone was notified that now they were going to be going out of Valparaiso. Let me tell ya, somebody shared on Facebook, and the reason that I am sharing this is because there's a whole lot more that goes into assigning cruise ships ports than I think we might think about. Cruises don't just call a little bit in advance and say, hey, we want to come to your port, and then they've got a slot. It's kind of a big deal because you not only have to be able to unload and load that many passengers who are getting off the ship and then the next group getting back on, but it's this whole supply thing as well. Cruise ships pick up so many supplies in port. And so the reason that they had to change the port for the Sapphire Princess was due to weather. Well, today the weather is beautiful, and I am sure that if they had realized that everything would have been okay, then the ports would not have rearranged the ships that were coming in. So I just feel like it's really important to mention that. We've got a Let's Go family member that was so kind to send me a photo today. It is a beautiful day there. Really wish that we were there today. Oh, how I wish. But none of us have a crystal ball to know how things work. So we're home today. But I sure wish everyone on the beautiful Sapphire Princess just the best voyage ever to Antarctica. And just a note to let you know, it's important to keep up with your notifications so that you can know where to go. And to me, that is a good reason. Super good reason to book the Princess Transfer, because if they change the port of embarkation on you, the Princess Transfer is going to take you to the one that you need to go to. And in South America, it's really super handy to use those transfers, and it is a distance from Santiago out to either San Antonio or Valparaiso. So just wanted you to know that, and to wish everyone well who's going. Somebody also commented, and it's a really important thing to know, if you are on side to sides, like getting off one ship and getting on another one, if the port gets moved for some reason, like someone had commented they were going on the Norwegian Sun, they had been on the Sapphire. Yep, those cruise lines don't get you between ports. That's not what they do. It's not even in the list. And so I would have in my backup, just in my, as I prepare to go, knowing how you're going to get from one port to the other. Just seeing, look at what the close by ports are. Of course, you can't plan for every port, but look and see which ports are close by. And like in Los Angeles, you could say, well, how would I get from Long Beach to the port there in San Pedro? They're not very far apart, but how would you do that? I would do it with an Uber if it were me. There are always taxis there too. But anyway, kind of have that in mind. I'm really excited for everyone. And then a really quick update with the Carnival Jubilee. The Carnival Jubilee, as you perhaps know, is sailing a round trip out of Galveston, and they have a medical emergency on board, so they are going to be late getting back into port. So apparently everyone has been, of course, notified that is on that ship that they are delayed coming back in, but then also people who are due to embark on the Jubilee today have also been notified that they are going to be late. So I hope everyone that's on the Jubilee, if their flights are impacted by this, I hope they're able to make any changes. It is a good reminder. I know that it is really tempting sometimes, and I did it one time out of LA, to book an early flight, figuring, what, we're going to be there. I can be off the ship by 7, and I can get to the airport. Sometimes funny things happen, and so if you can, book a later flight that gives you a little bit more wiggle room in case you're later getting back into port, or disembarkation doesn't go as smoothly as you expect. So many things to think about when you go on a cruise, and that's part of why it's so nice to be together to talk about it. Now, we've got a Let's Go family member that are just embarked on the Sky Princess today, and I really, really appreciate these updates. If you would like to follow along with her voyage, I am not going to repeat everything here. Come and join us over on the Facebook group. Really good about finding out things on the ship and sharing the experience. And so a couple of things that I thought were very valuable. So they live not too far from the port. They were 45 minutes from their home to being on board the ship, having a sandwich there in the International Cafe. That's amazing. Said it is their quickest embarkation in their whole history of cruising, of all the cruising they have done, and they have done a lot of cruising. And so that is really good. The thing that stands out to me about that is they said that Blue Lane, they had to pick up their medallion there at the port, took about 2.5 minutes in order to pick up your medallion and be on the rest of your way for embarkation. That is amazing. I'm really excited to see what that is like in the port of Barcelona. It amazes surprises me. I'm expecting it to be a little bit longer. Florida has the most cruise ships in, between your Port Canaveral and your Miami and your Port Everglades there, Fort Lauderdale. They've got the most cruise ships coming and going there of anybody. So they are really, really good at that. But it's also really nice when it goes as smoothly as it's supposed to. So I'll let you know what it looks like in Barcelona in just a couple of weeks here. But that's great. Another thing that really stood out to me, I love that they share what they had in the main dining room for lunch. It sounds absolutely delicious. 2 shrimp and avocado salads, filet of beef, roasted potatoes, veggies, Nutella gelato, and 2 cans of Diet Coke. So, and then his wife had the antipasta, which I always have that, broiled salmon, roasted potatoes, veggies, and the orange souffle. I love Princess's souffles. I love that orange souffle. So I'm glad, and a very happy birthday to you, my dear. Also, another thing that stood out for me, I always want to know about the butter now, since we were on the Island Princess in October and they didn't have the real butter, because butter is a big deal to me. Without butter, I don't need bread. And so maybe that's a good thing for me. But anyway, you have to ask for real butter in the main dining room there if you want to have real butter. And so if you don't mind something that's a little bit different from butter, you'll be just fine. But if you'd really like that better, definitely ask for it. Another thing that stood out, I appreciate them saying, as far as the gelato goes, in the main dining room at lunchtime, you could choose between Nutella, banana, papaya, and orange. And the Sky Princess is one of the ships that actually says they make the real gelato. So that's kind of a treat to have that available, and it'll be fun to see what's available on the new Sun Princess as we go to do that. Another update here from the Sky Princess is, you think a lot about, I know Embarkation Day is busy. Everybody seems to be, everybody's getting on board. If they've never been, they're getting used to the ship. People are hungry. If they want something at the International Cafe, that brings a lot more people there to the piazza. But I did notice that he says when there is entertainment going on, it is really noisy. If you want a little bit more solitude, you have to seek out another place to sit on the ship. Luckily, with the Sky Princess, I love princess ships for lots of reasons, but one of them is they have lots of lounges, they have lots of seating areas where you can sit that will often be a little bit more away from any music or volume from other things. So looking forward to that. Another big update. Let's talk about what our Let's Go family member found out from the hotel and beverage manager on the Sky Princess. He asked and found out that indeed that 18% gratuity charges, they have called it, for specialty dining is really not a gratuity. It is a price increase without calling it a price increase. Doesn't go to the crew. So if you're not familiar, that hotel and food manager, when you get on board the ship, I would say they're one of the most powerful people on the ship. Right there, up there, not quite as high as the captain, but they manage the hotel, the rooms, the food, all of this. And so it's a really big deal, the position they have. And so I would believe what they say. And so why am I telling you this? Not to poke anybody and give them a hard time, but if you dine in specialty dining and you are intending to give the people that wait on you a tip because they did such a nice job, I would say give them the tip. You can do whatever you want, but that is what the main message is from what I take away from this. It backs up what we've heard people say on other ships. We've got Code 4 for Life on the Emerald. They have been told the exact same thing. And so if you don't want to tip anyone extra, you don't have to. If you wanted to know, am I already tipping them? Am I not tipping them? I really don't think you're tipping them. And it's really important when I give somebody a tip, I give them cash. I wouldn't put anything else extra on the paper that you sign or anything. Definitely just give them cash. Alrighty. Finally, Medallion Shipping. I noticed that under the video from yesterday, someone put a little blurb letting me know, saying that the Plus package does not include Medallion Shipping. It always has. And so that made me go to the Princess website and look over what is listed underneath for what is included in the Plus package. And nope, it's not there. But you know what? It is not listed under the Premier package any longer either. So I am not sure if Princess is taking that perk away from the Plus and Premier packages, or if it's just an oversight and it's not on their website. When you look at the terms and conditions, it says that they only ship to the United States and Puerto Rico. So clearly that hasn't been updated for a while because they started shipping to Canada last September. And so clearly the terms and conditions aren't updated. So it could easily be, we don't know. And so those of you that are ordering your medallion, let me know if you're still getting that complimentary shipping with your Plus or your Premier package, or if that perk is gone. I would look at it in ours, but we don't have the Plus or Premier package to know. That'll help inform all of us. If you're new around here and you don't know, when you order your medallion, the shipping is $10 to have it shipped to your home. That's how much the shipping charge is. Now, if you have 2 people, 3 people, 4 people in your cabin, make sure that you order that all at once, because if you don't, and if you don't have a package, assuming that that is included in the package, you're going to get charged for every order. So if you order one and then your, whoever you're traveling with orders one, that's going to be 2 orders. So you're each going to get charged $10. So just a little tip there, order them all at once. Now, I really look forward to hearing everything anyone can share who is on board a ship right now. I am so excited for all of you getting to sail this week. And if you're already on a ship, hope you're having a wonderful time. Send us updates. Let us know how everything is going. I'll see you here again tomorrow, or on Monday actually, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.